guys, it is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video, and today I got What If Goku Was Betrayed? This is one of the poll that I did a few days ago. And sorry for not uploading for a little while. Been a bit busy, but here I am to record What If Goku Was Betrayed? Now let's begin. So where I'm actually going to start this off is not with Kami. No, not there, because that's been done a few times before. What I'm actually going to do is make Goku be betrayed by his own grandpa, his adopted grandpa. Well, yeah, he's basically adopted grandpa, Gohan. So in the forest, when Goku landed in the forest, Gohan was pretty wary of what landed. It could have been anything. It could have been an alien or a monster. He didn't really know, so he just entered with caution. As he nears the landing site, he sees a young baby child with a tail. And Gohan in original, he raised Goku from the ground up. But this time, Gohan was a bit wary of the child, not knowing of its race. And seeing that it came from a space pod, I'm pretty sure he thought it was an alien. So he decided to take this to the government. The government took Goku in, raising him to have knowledge and strength, learning some combat skills and many other techniques, as Goku became, the government's lapdog or lackey that does everything the government asked. As Gohan traded Goku in, as Goku was treated poorly each time. The government treats him like trash and, just basically discriminates against Goku since he's an alien of some sorts. As Goku just doesn't know what to think of this. Just growing up, getting, backstabbed each time. The government, once the government finds that Goku is no longer useful, they kind of just drop Goku and let him rot, basically. But, Goku found himself at Capsule Corp, thinking he could actually make a friend. Bulma, who was actually there at Capsule Corp, took him in, and Goku stayed there for a little while. Does a lot of training, just does the usual. But then he also gets backstabbed or betrayed by Bulma. Bulma hears about what Goku actually is. She feels disgusted by Goku and decides to just throw him out, just like the government did, as Goku tries to find a home or a place to stay, but he gets kicked out every single time, until he finally reaches Kami, as Goku is a lot smarter, since he was, taught by the government, taught by Bulma. Bulma taught him a few things, as Goku, he did become incredibly strong and incredibly smart too, but it doesn't fill in the hole that's in Goku's heart, loneliness. Goku is looking for someone to be his friend, to be someone who would care for him and he will care for them. A friend. Just one friend is all Goku would ever ask for. But Goku tried one last place he could think of. Well, he didn't try, but he decided to just roam around for a while until Kami decides to show himself, as Goku makes his way up to Corn Tower, uses the power pole, or just, somehow makes it there due to plot, armor, and, basically arrives there, as Goku was not extroverted. He's more like a Gohan in this sort of scenario. He's more of a introverted kid. Well, not kid anymore. He's basically 13, so he's very introverted and doesn't really know how to speak to many people. He has social anxiety, basically. Excuse me, but we move. So, Goku, basically meets up with Kami. Kami introduces himself, saying, "My name is Kami, and I'm basically the god of Earth, or you can consider me the Earth's guardian." As Goku looks at Kami, saying, will you be my friend? As Kami's a little shocked by this response from Goku, as Goku looks very shy, as Kami looks at him saying, "Come here, young child. Why do you look so upset?" There's nothing to be sad about, young boy. As Kami, does a little speech to help Goku feel a little better. But to be honest, that doesn't really help Goku, since Goku is already too far gone in his social anxiety to even pay attention to such kind words. So he just tries to listen carefully, but it just comes out the other ear. He doesn't realize what's going on, but we still move as Goku, does training with Kami, becoming even stronger, making his power level rise to an absolute height of power. As his power continues to grow, this frightens Kami, realizing that Goku might be a danger or a threat to Earth. So, he looks at Kami, basically thinking, Kami looks at Goku thinking, damn, this child might be too dangerous. I might have to dispose of him if he becomes any stronger and tries to destroy Earth. So, Kami was trying to protect Earth out of goodwill, but Goku didn't have any evil intentions. But Kami couldn't tell because he was blinded by fear. And Goku was cast aside yet again, as Goku was trapped in the time chamber. Well, yeah, Goku was betrayed by mostly everyone in Japan or wherever Goku was. He was basically betrayed by everyone there. He went to a lot of places, traveled pretty far, so Goku would know a lot of the landscape, the rest of the land, and a lot of stuff. But everyone in that one country, everywhere he's been to in that country has betrayed him, backstabbing him, throwing him away to rot. As Kami, the only one Goku actually considered a friend, betrayed him, destroying his sanity. Well, Goku lost it as he was locked up in the time chamber. As Kami's told a lie to Goku, saying, "Enter through this door, and I'll be on my way. This will be some special training." As Goku got pretty excited, saying, "Special training? Yeah!" But before Goku knew it, it was not special training. It was Goku being trapped within the time chamber. As Goku was trapped in there for a while. Kami didn't have any food in there, so the only thing Goku could actually do was train. Well, there was a little bit of food, but not much. It could only last about, I'd say, 6 months. With a Saiyan in there, probably even less. But we moved. As well, Goku tried to open the door, and tears came rolling from his face, saying, "Kami, please, Kami, let me out!" But before Goku actually could think about anything else, Kami said through the door, "You're too dangerous. You might be a threat to Earth. I'm sorry, young child, but you might be too much of a threat, so I'll have to dispose of you in this manner." As I did say I wasn't gonna do this, but getting betrayed by everyone else and basically Kami, that kind of adds up to a few other things. But anyways, we're gonna see a few changes within Goku's heart, soul, mind. We're gonna see a whole lot of changes. But we move as Goku, he just decides to train hard, continues training, day in, day out. Every single day he trains. He grows older and older as the day passes in the outside world, but in the time chamber, Goku has been in there for at least a whole year. Continues training, growing stronger and stronger. His power continues rising and rising. As Goku developed a few new techniques, as he developed the double Sunday, and he had a little premonition or dream of a move called the Kamehameha Wave, and that's completely plot armor. So we're gonna add that to Goku's arsenal of techniques as Goku continues growing stronger and stronger, growing in strength by the day. But as Goku grows stronger and stronger, his food supply grows less and less. As Goku, he diminishes his food by a lot. As Goku looks very, very malnourished. As he lasted at least 15 years in there. 15 years. So 13 plus 15 years, that's 28 years. He lasted 15 years. As 15 years go by, he is now the age of 28. 28 years old, with such a high power level that he could easily break out. But, it's been a while since Goku's been in the outside world, and the Demon King Piccolo has been released from his seal. As Goku, he could sense a few people, and, Mr. Popo was there. He could sense a few power levels and few diminishing. As King Piccolo kills many humans, does a lot of terrible things, collects the Dragon Balls, and tries to restore his youth, and succeeds in growing stronger, even stronger than Kami. But King Piccolo decides to seal Kami just in case. As well, Goku is just there, continuing his training, but his strength. He might be super strong, but his strength, he's like food. He doesn't have food or nourishment in his body or system that could help him grow even stronger. Food just helps him retain, healthy, helps him retain a healthy diet and stuff like that. But Goku has been eating just one bite of food every single day and a sip of water every single day. That's it. He survived 15 years with a 6-month worth of food. That's pretty impressive. Since Goku was, trained by the government, he would know how to, rationize his food, and, stuff like that. But we move as Goku finally had enough of that place. He ran out of food. He's like completely out of patience as Goku just remembers the word Kami. Kami. He remembers everyone in his past that did wrong to him. Everyone he can think of that did wrong. As his hair rises and turns to a golden color. As, his aura changes and turns into a golden aura as a burst of ki came from the time chamber. As Goku yells, as his power level rises, his power level from all the 15 years of training were at least 5 million. Actually, no, let's increase that a lot, okay? Since he trained for 15 years straight, no break, it's probably gonna be even more than that since, Saint Potential. So his power level would increase. So his power level would probably be around 20 million. Yes, 20 million. 15 years of training. I think 20 million is a pretty good number. So he's about 20 million. Power level of 20 million times 50. So you guys can do the math. 20 million times 50. Actually, I think I can do the math pretty easily. That would be 100, and then add 6 zeros. That's a lot, so I can't really do the math, but it's a lot. Maybe a billion or so. Yeah, I think maybe a billion or even more. So his power level is a lot higher than what, Frieza's would be, as his power level shook. His power shook the earth, as the earth below began trembling as Goku finishes his power up. As when he looks towards the door, he punches the door over and over, sending a barrage of attacks that finally broke through the door as Goku's golden aura made Mr. Popo, who watched in fear, look absolutely pale as Goku just continued walking and walking till he's at the edge of the lookout as he jumps down and decides to fly as he senses the power levels throughout the earth, sensing which is Kami's and which is not, as he senses Kami's power level or someone similar to that, and that would be King Piccolo, as he could not sense Kami's power, but he decides to fight Piccolo or King Piccolo. As King Piccolo senses Goku's power and he's immediately shaking. His power level is insane. I don't think I can take him on alone. I need Kami for this one. as he heads to the hiding spot where he, hid Kami. And this is pretty similar to what I've, seen before. And you might think it sounds pretty familiar. And I'm taking a few tiny parts from a person who's done this before. Shout out to him. Well, yeah, to that guy who actually did it. I totally forgot his name, but he's pretty popular with Dragon Ball What Ifs. If I do remember, I will place it up on screen so you guys can see who I'm talking about. But enough of that. We move as Goku hunts down this person. As once he finds that hiding spot, it's finished. King Piccolo already absorbed Kami. As Kami didn't say anything, he knew what he had to do. So, King Piccolo basically rules this earth now. So, anyways, Kami was absorbed into, Piccolo. As Piccolo comes out of the little hiding spot that Kami was in and looks towards Goku, who had that golden hair, thinking, that must be what's written on the Book of Legends, the Super Saiyan. And as he flies towards Goku, saying, you must be the Super Saiyan I've heard so much about. As Goku doesn't really care, saying, where's Kami? As he looks at him, saying, I'm a part of Kami now. As I will... But before he can actually finish that sentence, Goku punched him straight across his face. That punch was the hardest punch Piccolo or King Piccolo had ever felt. It shattered his jaws, or shattered his whole skull basically, caving it in as he gets knocked into a mountain as Goku continues his barrage of attacks, berating King Piccolo, until every single bone in Piccolo's body is legit broken, shattered, and turned into dust as Piccolo can't even move. As Goku finishes Piccolo off, saying, Kamehameha, as he blasts the Kamehameha wave, absolutely incinerating King Piccolo. King Piccolo is no more. Absolutely no more. As Goku, he doesn't really know how he can leave this planet now, since he got his revenge. He doesn't really know what to do at this point, so he just decides to travel around the whole Earth, as the whole world is legit chaos, utter chaos. The Dragon Balls were destroyed since Kami is dead, and everything is gone. No more. Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be found. Only few survivors remain as Goku decides to train, and every time he trains, the whole world shook with terror as they hide from Goku's strength. But Goku just doesn't hide. He finds people. He tells them where is an engineer or who is an engineer among them, as they were all scared and ratted out whoever the engineers were, as those engineers consisted of one specific person, Bulma. Bulma was one of the survivors, as Goku looks at Bulma, as he grits his teeth, saying, you, Bulma. We move from this, as a lot of things have changed, as Bulma actually grew a little older, not too old, just a little bit, but yeah, we move. As 15 years should probably be 15 days in the outside world, so it hasn't been too long actually, 15 days, so it hasn't been too long. That's why Goku isn't really too old. He's only been there for 15 days, but to him, 15 years. No one has aged at all by much. But it doesn't really matter since Goku tells Bulma to build him a ship that can last in outer space, as Goku waited at least 6 to 8 months for his ship to be ready, and it was done. After 8 months, it was done. Goku decided to take this spaceship and leave the planet. As he took off, heading on a random direction, trying to find a new home where he's accepted for who he is and not discriminated for what for being a Saiyan, for being someone unnatural, as he flies off, not knowing his fate. And I think I'll be leaving it off there, so hopefully you did enjoy, but make sure to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next What If scenario. Peace.